Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Sutta Sadasman Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki Jai, Ananda Koti Goswami ki Jai, Namacharya Srila Thakur ki Jai, Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakti ki Jai, Shri Radha Krishna Goswami Sam Radha Krishna ki Jai, Vrindavan Dham ki Jai, Navadvip Dham ki Jai, Ganga ki Jai, Ramai ki Jai, Tulsi Devi ki Jai, Bhakti Devi ki Jai, Navadvip Bhakti ki Jai. All glories to God. All glories to God. All glories to God. Thank you very much.
Next is a lecture given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on October 30th, 1975, in Nairobi, Kenya.
Translation. In fixing his mind on the eternal form of the Lord, the yogi should not take a collective view of all his limbs, but should fix the mind on each individual limb of the Lord.
Tasmin Labsapadam Chittam Sarva Bhavava Samaskritam Vilakshri Katra Samjujyat Amri Bhagavatu Me. So, as we have explained many times, that this Achamukti, the rascal class of man, they cannot understand Achamukti. They think that they are worshipping idols. Even amongst the Hindus, there are so-called followers of Vedas. They also say that what is the necessity of worshipping deity in the temple. They made very vigorous propaganda in India to stop temple worship. For a short time it has got some reaction, but now it is finished. That's rascal propaganda not to worship the deity in the temple is finished. Nobody cares for it. They think that God is everywhere except in the temple. That is their view. And God is everywhere, why not in the temple? No, that is their poor fund of knowledge, they cannot accommodate. No. God is everywhere, but not in the temple. This is their intelligence. That's it. So, we have to follow therefore Acharya. Acharyavan Purusha Veda. One who has accepted Acharya, one who knows the Shastra and practically behaves according to the revelation of Shastra. He is called Acharya. Achidati Shastra. So, all the Acharyas in India, there are many, thousands and thousands of temples, very, very big temples, especially in South India. Some of them you have seen. Each temple is like a big fort. So, all these temples were established by the Acharyas, not that the people whimsically established. No. Still, there is very prominent temple, Balaji temple, Tirupati, Tirumala. People are going, and the daily collection is more than 1 lakh of them. Still, although they have been propagated so vigorously not to visit temples, people, that is the birthright in India. They are automatically Krishna conscious. Automatically. Therefore all the demigods, they also desire to take birth in India. Automatically. So the temple worship is essential. Those who are against temple worship, duty worship, they are not very intelligent class of men, foolish. Yuha, again, the same word. Namang duskitinam murha prapadante naradhava maya apuritagyana asuri bhavava. Maya apuritagyana. They are talking very big words that God is everywhere, but they are forbidding temple worship. Apuritagyana. The knowledge is imperfect. A common man can say, if God is everywhere, why not in the temple? And if we have to worship God, why not in His original form? The original form, Krishna, when He was present, the original form, so many people have seen, they have got photograph, paintings, and it is confirmed in the Shastras, in the Brahma Samhita, Venum kannantam aravinda galayataksam varahavatam samasitam nidhasindiram. Krishna is described in the Brahma Samhita from millions and millions of years ago, described by Lord Brahma, that Venum kannantam aravinda galayataksam. He is always playing. He is fruit. Venu means fruit. Kannantam, and eyes are like the petals of lotus flower. Venum kannantam aravinda galayataksam varahavatamsa, and on the head he has got the plume of peacock feather. And this was the description is there in the Shastra. And when Krishna came, let him, why we disturb, let him do it. Sit down. So, Shastra says Krishna is like this. And when Krishna appeared on this planet, exactly the same description was there in his form. We have to accept the form of the Lord as confirmed in the Shastra and as confirmed by the Acharya, then it is perfect. Sadhu Shastra Guru Bhakta, Inete Kuriya Utpa. We have to understand something very rigidly by 3 things. It must be confirmed by the Shastra, and it must be confirmed by the Acharyas, and by the spiritual master. Very simple thing. We have the description of Krishna in the Shastra, Brahma Samhita. The teacher is given by Lord Brahma, and this Brahma Samhita was collected from South India in handwriting by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he delivered to his devotees. So the sadhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, still he is playing the part of a sadhu. So sadhu and Shastra Brahma Samhita. And because we have received from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we are delivering to all disciples. Here is Krishna's form. The sadhu, Shastra, Guru. That's my question. then you can accept. Not that whimsically, if some rascal comes and becomes God by concoction, we cannot accept. It must be confirmed by, no, as he likes. Sadhu Shastra Guru. This is the way. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was instructing Sanatana Goswami in various subject matter, and he also described the incarnation and Kali Yuga from Shastra, that Krishnavarnam Tisha Krishnam Sangapangasca Parsadam Jaggai Sankirtanai Prai Jayanti Sumai. He quoted from Bhagavatam. This is the incarnation of Kali Yuga. So, he is himself Jaggai Sankirtanai Prai. Sanatana Goswami was Prime Minister, very intelligent man. So he had inquired from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that how we can accept the avatar. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also said from the Shastra. And Sanatana Goswami got it confirmed that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he stopped of course when he inquired, shall I accept this personality who is now teaching Sankirtan movement and along with his associate, he is the Supreme Lord. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, let us go on further, we don't. So this is the way, not whimsically accept any rascal as avatar. No, that is not the process. Any rascal as God. These rascals have killed the whole human society to become atheist. You should be very, very careful of these rascals. As soon as somebody says that I am God, you shall immediately take him as dog, not God. So, God is not so cheap. In the Brahma Samhita, the description of God, Krishna is given, and it is said that Jasaika Nishasita Kala Mathavalamba Jivanti Roma Vilaja Jagadannanatha Vishnu Mahana Sahya Jassa Kala Visesho Govindamadi Purusham Thamahangaya. Govinda, the Adi Purush, he is primary representation is Mahavishnu. And what is this description of Mahavishnu? Jasa ekanishasita kalamathavalamba. From one exhaling of the breath, then Jasaka nishasita kalamathavalamba. All these innumerable universes. We are seeing, we are in one universe. There are many millions of universes that we cannot see. We are within this universe, compact. We can see it is cracked up, just like a ball. But there are many such. So all these different universes controlled by one Lord Brahma, we are coming during the exhaling period of Mahavishnu's breathing. That is God. Who can imagine it? Jasaika nishasita kala mathavalamba jivanti loma vilaja jagadantana. Universes is coming from the what is called? Pores of the body from breathing in this way. Then just imagine how many pores are there in the Mahavishnu's body and how many universes are coming And this is also confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita. Atava bahunaitina kinyatina tavajina vistabhya idam krishnam ekangsina stutulava. This material manifestation is 1/4 part of my energy. So many innumerable inversions. And this is the plenary portion of God, Govinda. Not full, but plenary, one part only. And do you think God is so cheap, anyone can become God? You don't take so cheaply. That here is a God incarnation, here is a God. It's all bogus. Immediately rejected. Sadhu Shastra. So, this Acha Vigraha, which you are worshipping, it is recommended by sadhu, by acharya, by shastra. It is not poetic imagination. Don't think that Krishna's form has been cut by the sculptor by some poetic imagination. No. Sadhu Shastra Guruva. It is confirmed by sadhu, by shastra, by acharya. So why? To give us facility. Give us facility. We cannot see God by this blunt materialistic eyes. Materialistic eyes means everything we think in the with reference to our sense gratification. That is materialistic. Everything belongs to God that we cannot believe, neither we have got the power to understand it. Krishna says, God said, Sarvaloka Mahesaram, everything belongs to me. Still we are fighting, no, this Africa is mine, this America is mine, or this India is mine. They simply fight on this misconception. It is clearly said, and it is a fact, how if this land becomes yours? It does not belong to you. You have come for the time being, for say 50 years, 100 years, but the land is lying for millions and millions of years. So, before your coming, the land was there, and after your going away, the land will be there. How it becomes yours? But they have no common sense, these rascals. They have no common sense. They are fighting nationality. Therefore, they are described as gokha, animals, cows and asses. Jashatma buddhi kunapeti dhatuki sadhik kalatra disu bhaumaijjadhi. Bhaumaijjadhi, this is nationalism. Worshipping the land of birth. This is called nationalism. So everyone is becoming very great personality by bhaumaijjadhi. The land in which he has taken birth is worshipable, not this deity. Deity is impersonal, but the land is personal. This is very important. Therefore in Shastra it is said, Jasatma buddhi kunapeti dhatu. The mistake begins from this misunderstanding that I am this body. Therefore, all other mistakes, what are those? Jasatma buddhi kunapeti dhatu sadik kalatradi. Family. My wife, this is my wife, this is my children, this is my father, this is my mother, we are in a family. So they are mine. They are my kin and kin. Others, they are all my enemies. This crippled thought, Jasatma buddhi kunapeti dhatu sadik kalatradi, because they have no knowledge that nobody is my father, nobody is my mother, I am nobody's son. We are simply assembled together under certain conditions, just like some straws gathered together by the waves of the river And again by the same river, it is tossed here and there and then so remains on. So we can study our history of life, that some was born in India, some was born in America, some was born in Africa, Canada. So we have come together. There was no idea that we shall have to give up our family relationship and come into the society of Krishna consciousness. Similarly, we mix together, intermingle, by chance, not by chance, by the arrangement of the Supreme, by providence. Karmana daivanetrena. So we play the part of the son, the father, the wife, the children, but it is exactly the same, the straw gathering by the waves of the river. So, just like sometimes in a foreign country we make some relationship, brother, father, but that is not actual. In fact, the real father is Krishna. Sarvadhoni Sukauntiya Sambhamanti Mukha. This is understanding. So, we have to return to that understanding. Therefore, it is advised how to make our relationship stronger with Krishna. That is recommended here. Tasmin labdhamagam chittam sarva avayavam sanskritam. Don't think that Krishna or God has no head, no tail. No. Sarva avayavam sanskritam. Virat Murti. They are repeatedly said in the Srimad Bhagavatam. But his avayava, different parts of the body, they are different from our, this material, at the present moment, the material conception. That is different. He, just like we can pick up our foodstuff by this hand. This hand is not just like Krishna's hand. Krishna's hand appears to be non-moving. I think my hand is moving. But Krishna is so powerful that even he has got the so-called statue hand, a metal hand or a stone hand, he can capture food, which was. That you have to understand. When Krishna is described as he has no hand, that means he has no that limited hand as we have got. He has got, he appears before us just like a stone idol or statue, but he has got all the capacity of the limbs of the body, Sadbhava. He has kindly appeared before us so that we can see. Here it is recommended. Samdhudyat ange. You have to see each and every part of the body, limb of Krishna. That is meditation. This Akshavigraha, by offering worship to the deity, you see the lotus feet is there, the ankle is there, the mask in the soul is there, everything is there. So each and every part you study and understand Krishna is here. Krishna is here. This is meditation. It is not that the rascal theory that God is everywhere except in the temple. No, it is not like that. He is everywhere. Now he has appeared in this temple specifically to show his mercy, how we can study very analytically. Here is feet, here is hand, the feet is marked with these symptoms, his hand is like this, his foot is like this, his hair is like this, his eyes are... Study everything minutely. Then that is meditation, and this will help you to think of Krishna constantly, and that will be trance, samadhi, practical. It is not to be imaginary. The Mahavadis, they think that it is imagination. No, it is not imagination. It is confirmed by the Shastra, Sadhu Shastra Guruva. So, don't be misled by the Mahavadis, as we have got our acharyas, they are instructing, as Bhagavad is instructing, Bhagavad Gita is instructing, we have to follow, and if we cannot follow, then we should see the acharyas, how they are doing, Mahajana Jina Gatasya Pantha. In this way, we have to make our life perfect. Thank you. On this subject matter, not bring the whole list of questions. They are missing the opportunity. That is their misfortune. They do not take advantage of the instruction of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. They are taken to technology. What can be done?
Her question was of the demigods. That you said that they wanted to take their birth in India, but is not the Vedic culture in the heavenly planets?
The heavenly dead, by pious activities, they go to the heavenly planets, but they find their inconvenience in God consciousness. Therefore they desire that by our pious activities we have come to this higher planetary system, and as soon as our reaction or the resultant action of pious activities will be finished, we shall have to go again to the material of this Bhulok. So, if remaining little balance of our past activity, instead of going anywhere, let us take birth in India. The desire like that. Just like Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, Janmavi more ichha jodi tohara. Kito janma ho like that. He is praying, my Lord, I do not know whether I am sufficiently fit to go back to home to work to Godhead, but my only prayer is that if you think that I have to take birth again, then kindly give me this opportunity that I may take birth in a place, Kita Janma Ho Jatha Dasaka. Let me become an insignificant ant in the house of a devotee. If I am going to take birth at all, so give me this concession that let me take birth as an ant in the house of a devotee. So Bhargava, the devatas, the demigods, to desire to take birth in India because here is the opportunity. Still so much broken. You find, you have seen that when you hold this Hare Krishna festival, 20,000, 50,000 men come automatically. You will find never in any other country. Still in India you find that. Why? Because they are taking birth in India, the facility is there. It is very unfortunate that the Indians are trying to forget Krishna. Very unfortunate. Kripana. If you have got money, if you don't utilize it properly, that is your misfortune. Similarly, in India, those who have taken birth, they have got the opportunity. Bhagavad Gita spoken in India, but where left? Where left? This is the misfortune.
clarify. Sometimes more appropriate to worship Ashamurti or Shishi Gurukara than Shishi Radha Krishna.
That will be recommended to you by your spiritual master according to your position. There is no stereotype idea. That you have to take instruction from your spiritual master. Or you have to do according to the instruction of spiritual master. That will be.
We chant japa in front of the deity. Does that correspond to this verse of meditating on the Lord limb by limb?
You can see, then anyone can see. All right, chant very good.
Hare Krishna. See, every Thursday morning I have a Hindi class in Kunjberi temple. So I make video of that the previous day. But for answering question I personally go. Therefore last time I had to run. So now I will finish 2-3 minutes. After that you can ask questions. See, this whole lecture of Prabhupada has two themes in this. One is God is not impersonal, God is personal. Another theme is, if any ordinary man claims to be God, he is dog, and how powerful God is. So these are the two things Prabhupada spoke about. So in the first theme, if you see, Prabhupada explained about the power of the deity. When the Shastras say that God doesn't have a hand like you and me, they mean to say that God's hand, God's leg, even if it is a marble or a metal or a wood, it may appear to be so for us due to our defective, imperfect vision, but God's power is so great that He can eat, He can do all kinds of activity. That was his point. Because Angani as Sakala Indriya Vrittimanti, and also He can manifest Himself through His energy in any way. So that was, and He also said how to meditate on the deity from the lotus feet. And Krishna Himself reveals how He looks like. He has a beautiful hair, He has a beautiful eyes, Venam Panantam Aramidantara Taksham, and Brahmaji explains it. So one should actually see the form of the Lord in the temple and develop that deep spiritual impression in one's mind, so that when you go outside the temple you can always remember that form. That is the goal of deity worship. Fools, in the name of saying God is everywhere, they cannot see God everywhere, they are just bluffing. And they say God is everywhere. At the same time, they consider the land to be personal. Yasyatma buddhir kunapeti dhatuki bhauma ejjati. Prabhupada asked, deity is impersonal and the land is personal. He was joking. Correct, no? So they are attached to some piece of land which never belongs to them. Millions of years this has been existing and it will continue to exist. These guys come for a short while, 50 years, and go out, claiming it to be theirs. So very powerfully he defeated the impersonal conception and established the personal understanding of the Lord as in the deity form. And secondly, about how Krishna is God and no ordinary man can be God. So two verses he quoted. Yasyek nishvasita kalam athavalambya ajivan tiloma vilaja jagadandanata. He said, when Mahavishnu is exhaling and inhaling, millions of universes come out of his body and go in. Which ordinary man can do that? He's simply fooling, bluffing, claiming to be God. Another verse he quoted, what was the verse? Another verse? Two verses he quoted. Vishtabhyaham idam Krishnam ekamshena sito jagat. I remembered it as one of Vishnu, one of Krishna. Vishtabhyaham idam Krishnam ekamshena sito, Krishna says that in Bhagavad Gita. Atava bahunaitena kimyatena tavardhana. That was. And then it said, Yasyek nishvasita kalam from Brahma Samhita. So, you can see Prabhupada how beautifully he quotes the right verse at the right time. So beautifully he quoted. So in this way he established that no ordinary man can claim to be God. God is God, and if anybody says I am God, he is dog only. So these are the two main points, but he elaborated each of it more nicely. Prabhupada ki.
हरे कृष्ण। तो शुरुआत में प्रभुपाद जी बता रहे थे कि भगवान के बारे में जिनको मालूम नहीं है वो अलग अलग स्टेटमेंट्स बताते हैं। प्रभुपाद जी ने 3 स्टेटमेंट बताया, क्या है? Okay. At least one. Yeah. So Prabhuji knows. Prabhuji is raising hand.
God is everywhere but not in the temple.
Hari Bol. The first statement is they are worshipping idol, and second is what is the necessity of worshipping deity in the temple, and third they think God is everywhere except in the temple. इसके बाद श्रील प्रभुपाद बताएं कि आचार्य कौन है?
Who follows the Shastra and follow the regulative principle.
Even demigods also want to take birth in India. Why demigods want to take birth in India? Pranit Prabhu.
Prabhupada told that in India it is their birthright, that by birth they are Krishna conscious. So that is why demigods want to come to India.
Hari Bol. फिर भगवान के सुंदरता के बारे में प्रभुपाद जी एक श्लोक कोट करके बताए हैं। तो वो श्लोक क्या है और एक्सप्लेनेशन क्या है? यस, शनिमा प्रभु।
वेणुं क्वनन्तरविन्ददलाय साक्षं बर्हावतं समसितं बुध सुंदरांगम कंदर्पकोटिकमनीय विशेष शोभम गोविंदमादिपुरुषं तमं भजामि। तो भगवान वेणु पकड़े हुए, उनकी जो अक्षय, उनकी जो आंखें वो कमल के पंखुड़ियों के समान है, और भगवान के सिर के ऊपर मयूर पंख है, और इस प्रकार से भगवान का सुंदरता का वर्णन वहां पे है।
हरि बोल। फिर भगवान के बारे में हम किन से समझना चाहिए?
गुरु साधु शास्त्र से समझना चाहिए।
हरि बोल। कलयुग का अवतार के बारे में श्रील प्रभुपाद जी ने एक श्लोक कोट किया है। वो श्लोक क्या है? यस, गौर भक्त प्रभु, श्री गौर भक्त प्रभु।
कृष्ण वर्णम दशा कृष्णम सांगोपांगास्तु पार्षदम यज्ञे संकीर्तन प्राये यजंती ही सुमेधसः।
हरि बोल। तो कलयुग का जो अवतार है उसके बारे में सनातन गोस्वामी ने श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु को जब पूछा तो चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने क्या जवाब दिया उसका? यस।
Prabhupada just said that let us discuss further.
हरि वो तो श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने बताया कि हमें कलयुग के अवतार के बारे में शास्त्र से समझना चाहिए, और ज़्यादा पूछा तो चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने आगे बढ़े। तो श्री अगर कोई हमें बताते हैं कि मैं भगवान हूँ, तो हमारा क्या रिएक्शन होना चाहिए? Yes,
If someone says I'm God, we should understand him to be dog.
हरि बोल। देन श्रील प्रभुपाद जी बता रहे थे कि ये नेशनलिज्म, इसके बारे में श्रील प्रभुपाद जी ने क्या बताया? ये रमा वाला
People, instead of worshipping the deity and accepting deity to be a person, they accept their country to be a person. This is nationalism, and they think that the place of birth is worshipable. Bhuma ijyati. They are compared to Gokhara, to cows and asses.
हरि बोल। देन श्रील प्रभुपाद जी ये फैमिली लाइफ के बारे में बताएं, तो क्या एक्सप्लेनेशन किया प्रभुपाद जी? यस।
प्रभुपाद जी कह रहे थे कि जैसे नदी में बहुत सारे तिनके होते हैं, तो कभी कभार वो लहरों से साथ में आ जाते हैं, फिर कुछ समय के बाद वो फिर से बिछड़ जाते हैं। तो इसी प्रकार से जो सभी भाई बंधु माता पिता सब हैं किसी परिवार में, तो सब कभी साथ में आते हैं फिर चले जाते हैं, लेकिन कृष्ण जो है वो वास्तविक पिता है और उनके साथ ही संबंध होना चाहिए।
हरि बोल। Then Srila Prabhupada explained about practical samadhi. Impersonalists also says something about samadhi, but what is practical samadhi? Yes, Amit Prabhu.
Prabhupada said that when we see the deity form of the Lord and meditate on the different limbs of the Lord, that is samadhi.
Hari Bol. Study everything minutely, then that is meditation, and this will help you to think of Krishna constantly, and that will be trance samadhi. That is samadhi, practical samadhi. इसके बाद श्रील प्रभुपाद जी ने ये बताया कि एक लड़की ने एक क्वेश्चन पूछा कि डेमीगॉड्स जो हैं वो इंडिया में क्यों बर्थ लेते हैं, तो हेवनली प्लैनेट में क्यों नहीं? यस,
because they have missed the opportunity. Because they have missed the opportunity. Yes. Prabhupada was saying that because they have gone to heavenly planets by all these pious activities, but they cannot. That place is not conducive for God consciousness. That's why they are thinking that if any pious activity is remaining, if something is more, if more pious activities means balance is remaining, then we can come to India where people are already God conscious.
what is the fortune of Indian people? That is the most important question. Yes. Okay.
India is naturally Krishna conscious, so even if we put one program, we find Hare Krishna festival, 20,000, 50,000 people come. So India, it is naturally Krishna conscious.
Yeah, that is also perfect. Yes. Anyone else has not answered yet? Yes. Sri Bhagavad, Sri Gaur Bhakt Guru.
Prabhupada is telling that India is the land where Bhagavad Gita is spoken. So, but now they are unfortunate that they are not able to, they are reluctant to take this Bhagavad Gita.
Hari Bol. So it is very unfortunate that Indians are trying to forget Krishna. Very unfortunate. Kripanas. If you have got money, if you do not utilize it properly, that is your misfortune. Similarly, in India, those who have taken birth, they have got the opportunity. Bhagavad Gita was spoken in India, but they are reluctant. They are reluctant. This is their misfortune. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jaya Prabhupada. 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada. Prabhupada Jaya. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Yantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki Divan ke Sesi